How you feeling about that performance tonight on such a big, important card?
I'm always happy to get the W. A little hesitant, but like I said, I'm happy to get the W tonight.
Why were you hesitant?
I don't know. In sparring, I had some injuries. My roughest camps with dealing with some injuries going into the fight, and just kind of like, I guess, didn't trust it in my cardio. I always come in shape. I'm a finisher. But I learned a lot from the fight. The guy was tough, taking nothing from him. But just a little hesitant, I didn't get too much sparring rounds in. I think I need to get a little bit more sparring in. But like I said, with the injuries I dealt with camp, never going to pull out of a fight. But so I think it's just lack of believing in my training.
You had Maddox with you, and some people may not know the story, but how much of an emotional boost did that give you tonight?
Yeah, you know what? He's such an emotional boost every day of my life. The bond that we have is inseparable, and I love the little kid like a little brother. It was real emotional. I got choked up on the walkout, and I had to hold back some tears. Something that he dreamed about when he was ready to give up. Taking his medicine, and I remember his dad calling me. He only had 7 months to go with leukemia, and he just said that he didn't want to do it no more. And he said if one person could turn around, it could be me. And I was 19, 20 years old at the time, and I remember giving him a call and just seeing like him at the lowest lows. So it was very emotional, but it was about him. I wanted to go out there and get the win and get the finish for him, but I'm happy to get the win, and he's so excited. It's something he's going to remember for the rest of his life, and he's all smiles. He's getting to do all the interviews, and he got his hand wrapped by Stitch. So he's just that makes everything fine. At the end of the day, it was about him tonight.
Now, as we've been asking a lot of the other people, now that you've had a chance to come out here and see how the Reebok stuff is going to work, how you're going to show up, get your gear, go out and fight it, what do you think about it so far?
Reebok deal, it's cool. I think it's it's heading in the right direction for us as a whole. Hopefully big corporates come in and sponsor us, and the money keeps piling in. I think the UFC's doing a great job. I like the UFC or the Reebok uniforms. Definitely.
At least so far. I mean, how does the pay compare to what you were making before?
Yeah, I'm only second fight in the UFC, so I'm only getting $2,500. I took a lot of pay cut as well, but I'm not gonna sit here and complain about it. I'm gonna just keep doing what I have to do, and until I either land a Reebok sponsorship or keep getting these fights. I'm a UFC employee, so I'm gonna abide by their rules and do what I have to do.
Does it make any difference that the Reebok money is a little bit more guaranteed? You know when you're going to get it, where it's going to come from, and instead of having to chase down multiple sponsors?
Yeah, personally, I never had to chase down sponsors. It was always, the sponsors I worked with were always, upfront and professional about it. So it's great, the Reebok's going to pay us, and like I said, some fighters, I've heard some stories where they had to chase down money, and so that's good that it's a guaranteed $2,500.
You were a pretty heavy favorite coming into this fight. Were you aware of that, and did that affect you at all?
You know what? It did. I show up for the bigger fights. I want a bigger name. It's where I'm going to shine the brightest. So I kind of overlooked Henry. Not taking nothing away from him. He's a warrior. He had a huge heart, and he gave me a fight. But I want another person that's going to make me a tougher opponent, to where I wasn't, never felt danger by him the whole camp thinking of him. Usually, anxious to get in there, and I want someone that's gonna, give me that feeling on the fight. It was I went in there almost too calm and relaxed. Like, I didn't feel like I was fighting tonight. I don't know, it was just methodical. I felt methodical in there.
Is there a name that you would put out there for somebody who would challenge you and inspire you to sort of try a little harder, maybe?
I don't know. I want to be a crowd pleaser, and Francisco Rivera, he said Araya owed him 2 rounds. So I'd like to, see what's up with him. I think it would be a good fight for the fans. But whoever, like I said, I'm a UFC employee, so whoever Sean Shelby wants me to fight, I'm going to fight.
Talk about the injuries. What injuries are you dealing with, and you plan on taking some time off to nurse those injuries and get back to full health?
Yeah, definitely. I had some soft tissue damage in my lower back to where I couldn't walk. 4 days I went back to Ohio, and we shot the UFC Ultimate Insider. I couldn't train, and I told my mom, it was the first time I ever thought, I was like, I'm gonna have to pull out this fight, And I just did some active release technique on it, and 3 times a week, and tried to. I couldn't even hit. I couldn't grapple, lift weights, any of this. So that's my confidence comes in my cardio and my training, and I had to do what I had to do. At the end of the day, I'm a fighter, and I'm going to go out there and fight.
When you throw your hands up as a fighter, is it because he's not giving you what you want? You want the fans to react? Why would you?
It's a fight, you know. It's just, I like to fight. I like to put on a good scrap. I tag him, he tags me. It's, you know, he was talking. He hit me a few times. You like that? I was like, I'm here to fight. You know, I've been a fighter my whole life, so you know, I enjoy it. So yeah, I just, you know, hey, let's go. Come on, you'll get hit. Let's go. Keep coming. You know, keep coming forward. Whatever you want to do. So just like to put on a good scrap.
Are you surprised that some of the times when you were throwing hard and in combination, punches and bunches, that he would stand there and then get out, like he could stand up to it, or were you surprised how he handled it?
I really didn't. You know, that's me getting over jealous, and that's why a lot of times in sparring I watch my work too much. I need to just I fight. You know, I've had over so many fights, just getting in there and mentally just getting in there, let my hands go. I felt great. You know. I peaked right. My weight cut was great. I didn't sit down on my punches. I guarantee you that if I would have sat down on my punch, I would have took him out. But hey, like I said, he's a warrior, and it's great to go in there and get tested. You know, every fight that I'm getting in there, I'm just a learning experience. It's still, you know, I just turned 24 Tuesday. Second fight in the UFC on a big card. So I think everything is a learning experience. I'm in the best camp in the world with Ryan Faber and those guys. So just every fight, I'm going to get better and better.
Do you think the only thing that could be bad about Team Alpha Male is everyone's roughly the same size? So when you go against a guy who's a massive weight cutter, you know, other camps, you have heavyweights there and everything. Now, do you think that's good or bad for you guys? That everyone's lighter?
No, I think it's great, you know what I mean? Like, you get different looks. Everyone has different style. TJ has a different style. Joe Benavidez has a different style. Faber has a different style. So we always get those different looks, and they're at the highest quality. So it's like, who I'm going to fight is not those guys who I fight round after round after round after round. You know, it's a 5-1 there. You know, it's going to Chad. It's going sparring around to Chad, Faber, Joe, TJ, Danny, all the guys. You know, so that's where I think that we you know, it's cliche, but iron sharpens iron. That's what we really do. It's a team unity, a team bond.
You know, obviously the MMA community is pretty small. People certainly like to talk about you dating Paige Van Zandt. Does it bother you at all that you can't really have much of a private life if you're dating a fellow fighter?
You know, it's kind of new to me and her as well. She's a rock star, so that comes with it. But no, we're just enjoying life. You know, we're on the same team, and we enjoy this. We enjoy each other's company, and she's easy go. You know, she's easy going. She goes with the flow. I try to make the plan. She just tags along, so it's great. You know what I mean? And I'm excited for her career and her success, and I'm glad that I can get able to help out and on her journey and our journey together.